I don't know what we did, but they playing with me today. Here we go. All right, thank you, Miss White. I just need to hear your voice. Oh, we on now. Let me get these superheroes in here.
Yes.
I'm glad. Hey, thank you, Ms. White. Let me get you off. All right. Hey, we want to welcome you guys to another Sunday edition. Not another one, but a phenomenal edition. We got a serious war God in here today. And when I say God, I was told that there's God within us.
Yes, right.
Yeah. My superhero, man, that, you know what? Ain't nothing like having a 6'8", 235, nothing but muscle on your team.
Muscle.
Mr., bring you guys to the microphone, please,
Yes.
my host.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, Mr. Global Autism Activist. I'm here with the whistleblower. I'm excited. We about to blow some whistles up.
We're excited. This is Coach Abasi out of Delhi. Everybody's called me Coach Abasi or Coach O if you can't pronounce all those African terms. But I'm really excited, too, because Whistleblower is here today to inform us, to educate us, and empower us. Really excited about it. Community Strong for Jackson MS.
And I want you all to know that the first 10 minutes is not, there's no voice on there. So we're still working through the kinks, and we just can't thank you guys enough. So let me get it started by bringing in our intro. And the disclaimer today is the views and conversation is based on the perspective, the perception, and the experience of the individuals that are individually articulating. Don't get caught up in the messenger. Stay locked in to the conversation. A word, a sentence, a paragraph could possibly make a difference. And do know this, it could very easily be you next time. It could very easily be you. We say on the CERT team, not if
disaster will happen, but when.
All right, so let's get started here. Hold on. Community Connections Conversation.
Hey! Listen up. If you have not seen today, Yazoo City is hot right now. The information that's coming out of Yazoo City Federal Prison is viral. Yazoo City is viral again. And with that being said, why did I just get some good information? Please tell me this ain't true. Please tell me this ain't true.
Look who we got on the couch, Coach and Mr. Global. Please bring yourself to the mic, superhero.
Yes, sir. How you doing? My name is Frederick Chambliss. I'm also known as the whistleblower. And I'm glad it's an honor to be in the presence of you guys, just to be here. And somebody wants to hear my story. You know, a lot of people are scared to hear my story. I've been on podcasts 2 times and the radio 3 times, but you know, I always wonder why nobody else is.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it. I've been in front of the camera several times, and they never show me in the news. So it's like, I don't know, man. I guess people are scared of my story, and all I'm trying to do is free my people and educate our people, and not just our people, the white people too, because they need it as well.
Go ahead, Coach.
Well, it's very interesting because when you say a lot of people haven't been exposed to what had your message, but a lot of people have been in a position to where they've been hurt, they've been injured, they've been done wrong. But lots of times when people get done wrong, they don't want to make sure and cry out and say things about it. So I'm glad that you're actually talking about what is it that we need to do to change people's perception.
Yes, sir.
Because this message need to get out.
It definitely does, because it's a simple fact that it's a good old boy system, and it starts at the top. And my thing is, when I wanted to let people know what was going on, I didn't just stop. I didn't just stop at my first supervisor. I went all the way to the top. And one thing they taught us at the federal prison is if it's not in black and white, it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things was I always document. I kept documentation of everything, and the people need to know, document and record everything when you report something. And because they tell you they want you to come forward, but they actually don't want you to come forward. And it's a double-edged sword, because if you do come forward, you get retaliated upon.
Okay.
And if you don't come forward, you still get you lose your job for failure to report, and you become a target. It's like, why didn't you report? So what do you want me to do? You want me to report, or you don't want me to report? So it's a double-edged sword.
Well, it's very important when you said documentation. I want to stay on that for a minute, because documentation beats conversation.
Yes, sir.
You can talk about something all you want, but if it's not in paper in black and white, it didn't happen.
Yes, sir.
So in your particular situation, what do you think that if you didn't document, can you talk about it?
No, I really, because people would think I'm just another black man out here just talking. And I want to give a special shout out to the Jackson Advocate newspaper.
Yes.
Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have had the courage to keep moving on. Because I've wanted to give up so many times.
Yes.
But because the Jackson Advocate, Mr. Ernest McBride took on my story and published it, it gave me the motivation. I said, I gotta go now, because now it's documented.
Yeah, documentation.
You cannot, yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir. You can't refute it. You can't rebuke it now. I'm in there now, and when it was published, I thought it was just gonna take off.
Yes.
And it didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. It still got covered up. And everybody got it. Everybody got it.
Yeah, because the Jackson Advocate serves thousands of people. And it's very important that the information was out there, but that was just the momentum.
Yes, sir.
So the stages of it, I know it started back in 2023, right?
Yeah, well, it started back in 2016, 2017.
Okay.
When I was complaining about them not paying overtime on time. Like, when you do overtime, you have to sign a sheet, and then it has to go through several supervisors. They have to sign off on it.
Right.
So you can get paid. And so before I just actually started doing overtime, my coworkers were actually having a problem with not getting paid on time.
Okay.
So nobody spoke up about it. And so when I started working overtime and it started happening to me, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
is not happening.
we said on it, Mr. Boyd, how you feel about that? We said that what happened to somebody else, and we looking and saying, too bad for them.
Right.
Go right ahead, sir.
I mean, my thing is that I'm glad that he spoke up, because, when it happened to him, he was just had enough balls and enough encouragement to say, look, this where it's going to stop, because it's been happening before him.
Right.
He just said, look, not my paycheck, not mine. We ain't going to do mine like that.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Before we get any further into the conversation, we always like for our superhero to open up a prayer, because we want to make sure that people are in a space to receive your experience,
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
your perception, your perspective. When we listen to people that are living the moment,
Live in the moment. That's it.
trust me, you will get an opportunity to pull from the archives of Mr. Fred Chambliss.
Yes, sir.
So would you please open us up with a little prayer or something, sir, so that we can receive your energy, your enthusiasm, in order for us not to misinterpret the journey and the fight that you're putting up each and every day and all day.
Yes,
Go right
sir.
ahead, sir.
I'll take my hat off, too.
Yeah, because we got people viewing, and they'll text me and say, man, he didn't take his hat off. I mean, yeah, what? But did you get the message?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go
So,
right ahead, Brother Cham.
Dear Heavenly Father,
Yes.
I want to come before you just to say thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
For allowing me to be in the presence of these wonderful guys. Thank you for giving me the voice to speak out. Thank you for giving me the encouragement. Thank you for people just tuning in and paying attention and finally just opening up their ears to hear what I have to say, because a lot of what I've said has fallen off deaf ears and just been covered up. But by prayers and just your heavenly angels continuing to pushing me forward and camped around my family, I just keep going, and you open up these doors that man has closed. Man can close many doors, but you opened many of them.
Yes.
And I just want to just say thank you, Lord.
Thank
for,
you, Lord.
just being here and just being able to tell my story, my truth, because the world needs to know about the corruption that's going on within our government from top to bottom. And Lord, without you, nothing can be done. So I just want to continue to just say thank you, Lord. Give me the grace and just continue to give me grace, and I will continue to praise you. I'm going to give you all the glory and honor. In your son, Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
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 So for the viewing audience, can
Yes,
you
sir.
tell us where you from, how did it get started from you, for you, and all that good stuff?
Yes, sir. So I was born and raised in Jackson. I went to middle school. I went to Hardy. I started Timberland, Pecan Park, the elementary school.
Oh, that's the neighborhood. That's West Jackson.
Big West.
I graduated from Hardy Middle School, did my freshman year at Provine. I wanted to play basketball, but Coach Brent cut me from the team for not making the car wash. And I said,
He didn't play with the fundraiser.
Oh, man.
He did not play. He doesn't play.
I've been holding a grudge against him ever since. So, I came up with Justin Reed and them. And, I grew up in Westgate Apartments. That was most of my childhood. And once I got cut from the basketball team, just for not making the car wash, I started getting into trouble. And I said this wasn't the path that I wanted to go down. So I asked my grandma, can I go live with her?
Okay.
And I wound up, she let me to live with her in Mendenhall.
Okay.
And so I went to Mendenhall High School my sophomore year. And due to my grades and getting into it with my auntie, who was, I love her to death, but we bumped heads.
Yes.
She was trying to run her house and my grandma's house. And I didn't like it, and rest in peace to my auntie, but I didn't like it, and my parents moved from West Jackson, from Westgate Apartments to South Jackson, and so we finally got our first house. I was like, I'm moving back home, and so I moved back home and got my own bedroom, and so I attended Forest Hill High School my junior and sophomore year, graduated, class of 01, and I barely made it out of high school, man. So I got a testimony to tell you, man. It was by the grace of God and the teachers that just love me. They let me make it through, man. They let me make it through. I graduated 01. Then I went to Hines.
Okay.
Dropped out twice. And then I started doing in and out jobs, and I started in behavioral health field at Whitfield in 04, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Did that for 2 years. And I got hired on at Brentwood Behavioral Health Care back in 07. And at that time when I got hired on, I went through the worst depressive state in my life. And I hope I don't cry about this.
That's okay.
I get emotional talking about it. And,
Yes.
I lost my mom at 07.
Yes.
Out the blue.
Out the blue.
And I lost my mom. I tore my ACL all in the same year, and I was just smoking weed and alcohol and just hanging with my friends. I went through I was going down the wrong path in life.
Okay.
And thank you. And I was going down the wrong path in life. And not only that, I had a baby at the time too, which I found out that wasn't mine.
It wasn't yours.
DNA test.
Found
out the baby wasn't mine. Then a couple of years later, I had another baby. Found out it wasn't mine. Just because I was just out here, shouldn't have been out here doing that. And so I've had I lost my mom, 2 babies that wasn't mine.
Right.
ACL tear. Just going through life and just depressed and angry.
Yes.
Angry and bitter at the world, but I knew, I had to, I didn't want to kill myself, but I'm like, man, I know I got a bigger purpose in life, son. I just felt it.
You felt it.
I didn't know what it was, though. And so eventually it led to me, fast forward, meeting my wife, who I'm with now in 2010, into 2010. Finally had my first son, which I took on 2 daughters as well from my wife. And I finally had my real first biological son, and that's when I woke up and said, okay, now I got purpose in life. This is my son. I actually have a son. I brought a seed into this world.
Right.
And so I have purpose now. And so I get hired on with the Federal Bureau of Prisons in 2012.
And stop right there.
Yes, sir.
Stop right
Yes,
there.
sir.
What is your definition of what does purpose look like to you? And what was the time span from when you got cut from the team
Yes,
and
sir.
having your first child? How many years is that? Because here you didn't have a life.
Yeah, man. So getting cut from Coach Brent, that was in 97, and having my first son in 2012.
That's a lot.
Yes, sir.
Coach, that's a lot on a young man. Mr. Boyd, that's a lot on a young man, isn't it?
All right.
So what, you 20, 25 at this time?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yep. I was 20. I had my first son at 29, but I had the other two kids prior to that. Wasn't mine, 20 and 24.
Wow.
So you experienced a lot of loss.
I experienced then other family members as well. So I lost that. So just going through life and depressed. And not only that, I got to tell y'all, I grew up in a household. My parents were. I'm considered CODA, child of deaf adults. Both of my parents are deaf and can't speak. So yeah, I grew up. I know sign language, so that's how I spoke to my parents through sign language.
Right.
So I have that gift as well, and a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my first time revealing that on in a conversation.
Thank you for sharing.
when you had that coda, did you actually do that as a teenager?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was raised up in it. I had to learn it. That's how I spoke to my parents. And so, and I used to get picked on. I was embarrassed by it because my parents couldn't hear him talk. So I grew up with that as well.
Wow.
You know, getting bullied on, having to fight because my parents couldn't hear him talk. And I used to be ashamed of him. But then I had to act like I'm tough, and I'll be cussing in front of my parents to show the kid I'm bad. And,
Right.
And now I look back on life and I'm like, man, my mom gone, I look back on all that and I'm like, man, I was just young and dumb. And so, I live with a lot of regret a lot of time as well, because I did a lot of dumb stuff. So that's why I'm not ashamed of, I tell people, I ain't perfect. I've done a lot of dumb stuff in my life.
So the stuff that you did consider to be dumb, going through those stages of development, that made you have a fighting spirit.
It did, yes,
Because
sir.
you had to fight. You could just lay down and just say, okay, I'm just going to take it. So it kind of gets you to the point where you understood that you had to be able to go beyond what your fears were and everything. So when you had those fears about all the things you had lost, how did you get to the point and get focused? How did you get refocused?
Okay, so let's say I got refocused. When I really, really got refocused, okay, I had my first son in 2012, but when I had my first biological daughter,
Okay.
in 2009, January 31st, 2019, I had my first biological daughter, and she looks just like my mom. And when I tell you, bro, I'm about to
Ancestors.
I get emotional thinking about it. It's like my mom came back to me.
Yes. That's what we call ancestor energy.
Man, lost my wife lost her mom as well.
Okay.
I had to experience that all over because she lived with us, and she died in our house basically.
You're a grown man.
I was, that's my wife's mom, so I didn't mind her living with us. So I had to witness her just deteriorate through breast cancer, and it's like just watching my mom die all over again. Even though my mom died instantly, but watching my wife's mom die, it did something to me. So and then my daughter was born after that.
Okay.
That really made me say, I saw my mom come back to me. And I was like, okay, it's no more games.
No more
I
games.
was faithful. I didn't cheat. I wouldn't, because I tell you, I was out here doggish. And I saw my mom come
You
back
was learning
to
through
me.
your experiences.
Yeah, I did.
You living through your experience.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask this, Mr. Boyd. Listening to this, and we only like maybe 10 minutes in or 15 minutes, what is your perspective or perception of Mr. Chambliss, the whistleblower? And then I want to give the definition of the whistleblower, and then I'm going to get out you all's way. Listening to his story in comparison to your New York journey, what do you see in Mr.
I think that God was preparing him to be in the position in the field that he's currently in.
Yes.
Nobody wants to have a loss, but because he experienced that loss, now he understands the loss of dealing with corruption, the loss of dealing with employees, the loss of dealing with unfairness, the loss of dealing with this system that's wrapped up in systemizing, or like the guy on The Living Color said, deteriorating the journey of today's individuals in the city or in the cities of the state. So even though he has lost, unfortunately, those type of situations, he's able to phoenix himself.
Wow.
He's able to phoenix himself and to be able to rise for somebody else.
Powerful. Powerful. That's why you Mr. Global.
Yeah, that's
Now,
important.
Mr.
sir. That
Mr.
was
Chambliss.
powerful. Yes, sir.
He say he got autism. That's what he say. That's what he say.
I've been having autism for 42 years.
They say autism people are some of the smartest people in the
Man,
world.
he off the
They are.
chain.
Yeah.
He off the chain. Give him just a quick little insight to the, how old you were when you got started talking and all that good stuff.
Okay, so I have autism, and I got diagnosed April 12, 1993, Clifton Springs Mental Health Center in Decatur, Georgia. So I had severe autism. So I was nonverbal until I was almost 14. I did not speak a word, mumble, hum, do anything until I was almost 14. I started speaking at a 2-year-old's level. I did not start speaking like I do now until I was almost 18. I'm 42. 11 different doctors in 2 different states said that I'd be brain dead. I never function on my own. I never graduate. I never live on my own. And I would never do something for myself. You know what I mean? So, this is why I'm an autism global activist. Because what we can't do is allow man to determine our
Man,
future.
I was just about to say that, man. Man,
Wow.
he don't have the final say.
So we got a couch full of superheroes. Let me break down this whistleblower, because that's what we're headed now
Yes,
into
sir.
the story.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chambliss, you my cert. You my cert. We in the same class.
Yes, sir.
You are my community. Look at Coach. Coach got all of us involved. He recruited all of us. He just graduated. He just went over. Coach, how many people you done brought to the cert team?
Probably about 12.
And then he almost got kicked out the reenactment.
SERP is a community emergency response team.
We're gonna get Mr. Boyd in the team.
That's what SERP is. It's an opportunity for us to be able to be prepared for when a disaster happens, or Katrina happens. Any type of disaster that happens,
Life disaster.
we need to be able to have people boots on the ground ready to serve.
Yes, sir.
And as you can see, that the life disasters that we incur, and you didn't have anybody that saw you going through all this pain and agony to reach out to you.
No, sir.
You didn't have no therapist or anything.
I did go to therapy. That's another thing.
Please do.
I was going to therapy, and my therapist died.
Oh, what in the
Well, you had a lot of
world?
loss.
Man, yes, and my therapist died right after COVID. COVID was 21, so she died in 21 or 22. So
So there's another attachment that you
Yes,
lost.
sir.
That you had to
Yes.
that you had to give back.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So I'm going through my first time ever going to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And she up and dies on me. I'm giving her all
You didn't give her
the-
permission, did you?
No, man, that broke me. I'm like, man, I can't anybody stay with me?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And so, man, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the government did something to her.
You did?
Because I was giving her I was telling her everything.
Right,
and so,
It took out.
so I'm like, man, COVID? No,
Oh, she was
man.
taken away through the COVID epidemic.
That's what her husband, who attended the church I was going to, said it was COVID. He maybe gave it to her, if I'm not.
Wow.
He may have gave it to her, and she was bedridden in the hospital for a while, and she never made it out. So it's just like, man, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know, man.
It's a book. It's a book. So if you actually, when you get ready to write your book, the book title need to be something around loss. So living through loss, journey, the loss of
Lost on Define Me.
loss on definement. But
You got a book title over there, Global. You got beat. What you got? What you got?
What you got, Doc?
Actually, I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking about the lost, the unwording of a whistle.
The unwording of a whistle.
Because see, whistles don't have words.
No.
The unwording of a whistle.
Because until you blow in a whistle, you'll never hear a sound.
Wow.
So
Wow.
his sound,
Good,
his
man.
sound was amplified through the whistle that he got. He lost what he felt like was his voice, with his mom, his therapist, or whatever. But God rejuvenated his voice. The loss
Oh, I love the way you rap words.
Man.
Yes.
Oh, I love the way you
That's
not
that-
rap,
that's
not
that-
R-A-P,
That's like that's that person
Autistic.
that
but
you say autistic.
W-R-A-P plus R-A-P.
He's actually speaking on a whole different paradigm.
A whole
level
nother
than
planet.
Than we
Yeah.
are actually
But we can
at.
relate
So
to
what
it.
was the title again? That was awesome.
The Lord
The
Jesus.
Onion.
We got to write it down. You go back and look at it. Go back and look at it.
Hey, make sure I go back and look at it. 'Cause
Right,
that's the
right.
book.
Okay, a whistleblower is a person, and I'm giving out what's general. These may not be someone who's lived this. It might be AI.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a whistleblower is a person, typically an employee, who reports wrongdoing such as illegal activity,
Yes, sir.
waste, fraud, or mismanagement with an organization to an authority figure or the public, believing they are acting for the greater good or to ensure safety.
Right.
This disclosure is often made with reasonable belief that a crime or violation of law or regulation has occurred. Whistleblowers are typically protected by law from retaliation by their employer for making such reports. Can we get you on the whistle? Can we
Yes,
get something from the
sir. Yes,
whistle?
sir.
Let me. Key aspects of whistleblowing.
Yes.
You okay over there, Ms. Boy? Key aspects of whistleblowing.
Number one,
You got it, Coach. Go ahead and hit number one.
Oh man.
reporting misconduct. A whistleblower's primary role is to expose unethical or illegal practices, which can include fraud, safety violations, or breaches of law and regulation.
Disclosure to authority. The disclosure is generally made to a person or entity with the authority to investigate and correct the wrongdoing, such as government agency, law enforcement, or a public body.
Reasonable belief. The disclosure must be based on a reasonable belief that misconduct has actually occurred.
Protection from retaliation. Whistleblower laws aim to protect individuals from adverse actions by their employers, such as firing, demotion, or other forms of punishment for reporting wrongdoing.
Public benefit. Often, the motive behind whistleblowing is to serve the public interest by ensuring accountability, upholding laws, and promoting transparency.
Yes, sir.
Examples of protected whistleblowing: employee health and safety, reporting unsafe working conditions, or practices that endanger employees.
Financial misconduct. Exposing financial fraud or mismanagement, such as bringing down the companies like Iran and WorldCom.
Environmental dangers, disclosing risk to the government. There are three main types. Internal whistleblowing. Internal whistleblowing involves reporting misconduct, and other wrongdoing through workplace channels.
Okay, so now that we got the definition.
I got two more. Got two more.
two more.
Got two more. Got two-
He ready to go? Look at him. He ready to go, dog.
Hold on. That's my guy over there. Hold on. Let me hear. He's telling me I'm reading too slow. External whistleblowing. External whistleblowing is carried out via bodies that are designated as appropriate by the national authorities. You done went through all of this. And public disclosure. Go right ahead, Mr. Marcus.
Okay, so my question, well, it's going to be two questions in one question.
Yes, sir.
So now that we got the Webster definition of a whistleblower, so can we get black for a second? So can we get African American for a second?
Yes, sir.
So how in your community, not even in your community, your family or your friends, how do they feel like, because you're not an S word. You understand what I'm saying? You're not talking about Johnny down there had some cigarettes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You on some corporate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how does this affect your family? Because, you know, for me, I was taught in the projects you should never, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The S word.
Right.
But if it's for me as a 42-year-old man, if this is messing with my paper corporately,
Yes.
I'm about to be the biggest S word. I'm gonna wear like a super band. I'm about to wear like a super band. You would think it's like my superhero. So that whistle. Boop, boop. But nah. How does this affect your family?
Yes,
and stuff
yes.
Of that nature?
Oh man, divorce has been on the table multiple times.
Wow.
Man. 'Cause my wife, she doesn't understand, and she's of the church. She's of the church, and nothing against the church, but when the church doesn't help me and they turn their back, I don't have nothing for the church.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife, she's heavy in the church. You know, she's one of those tongue talking women. and she
Hold on,
ties.
hold on, Mr. President. I don't want church people. I don't want church
Disclaimer.
individuals. I don't want church individuals to be throwing darts at you when you walk outside. She's speaking in the spirit, America. She is speaking in the spirit. She has gifts of tongues.
Yes. But I get your points,
Yes,
though.
so I've been to multiple churches reaching for help just to get me some support. Even the NAACP, man, when I tell you nobody wants to support. Even my coworkers, man, they had labeled me crazy out there. And y'all know I was the union vice president too.
Wow. And it started with their paychecks.
Yes.
It started with their paychecks.
And hold on, hold on. I didn't even tell y'all about this.
All right.
I actually beat the feds.
Yeah.
Wow.
And won thousands of dollars. And other coworkers won thousands of dollars because after I spoke up about that untimely overtime,
Right. The issue.
I sent out over emails and I was letting management know, hey, if I'm upset about this money that y'all supposed to be paying me, what about Johnny Bravo riding around in that truck out there with that automatic shotgun and that assault rifle and that handgun doing patrolling in the perimeter? What if he jumps out that vehicle and decide, hey, y'all playing my money? What if I just want to end everybody in the front lobby?
Yes.
So I was just making an example because we don't know what the world is crazy now these days.
Right.
And management took my email as a threat. And so they wind up putting me before for threat assessment committee. And the threat assessment committee consists of a warden and psychologist,
Right.
human resource, and whoever, and a union member on the board. And they all sit around this table to determine if the threat is credible or not.
Yeah. It's an imminent threat.
Yes, sir. So I'm sitting there and they got me in a threat assessment and I'm like, man, I'm just giving y'all this. I'm not finna shoot nothing up. I'm not doing. I love my job. I don't want to be inside this prison. I'm just trying to give y'all a scenario.
Right.
So they said, okay, long story short, he's not crazy. But the warden, because I embarrassed his institution,
Okay.
he wanted to make an example out of me.
He was in his feelings and
He
his
was
emotions.
in his feelings because my emails made it outside
His Y
the
chromosome.
institution. Yeah. So it made it up to region and whoever else it made it to. Because I sent it out. When I sent emails out, I sent them out to everybody.
Okay.
Even my coworker.
You CC everybody.
I CC everybody. I don't play.
So there's a form of documentation just in. If you're listening, and we all have our perspective and perception, you have to
CC, document.
document.
Document, yes, sir.
Documentation.
So you don't do
conversation.
it. So you don't verbalize it
No, I know.
unless there's everything is a time stamp document.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
talking back and forth.
It's not even effective.
Nope, because I know how they cover stuff up.
Well, I personally want to thank you for people, because you are a voice to so many who are voiceless in that particular area. When I did 6 years in federal prison.
Mr. Boyd, you did 6 years.
Yes, I did 6 years. in
Wow,
federal
I missed
prison.
that part of the
You know
story.
what I'm saying? I was in Rikers. You understand what I'm saying?
What?
I was in Rikers.
That's the
7th
big boy.
floor.
That's state prison,
Seven-
ain't
No, that's federal.
That's federal.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
New York.
Rikers in New York. You know what I'm saying? 7th floor, 8th floor. We call it Murderville. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I did 6 years. You understand what I'm saying? So when we take complaints to CEOs or the court, to the big people,
Right.
our complaints come back to us with smiley faces on them, with angry faces on them. We don't get to come out of our room for that little hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we don't have a representation like yourself. You know what I'm saying? So our little documents get thrown away. They get played with basketballs. So explain to America, what is the process of, we just
Great
did
question.
whistleblower.
Yes, sir.
But what is your steps? Okay, when you get a situation like you about to go help out somebody in another city, what is that process? What is the steps that you're doing? You're not just walking in front of the mayor's office blowing your whistle. So what is the
How
process?
does it look? Yes.
Yes. How does your procedure is?
So basically, you make the initial complaint to your first line supervisor.
Okay.
And the first line supervisor is supposed to take action on the complaint. But in my situation, my first line supervisor was the one who was retaliating against me the whole time because after that lawsuit that we won thousands of dollars before, because the union took up my case and they said I was in the right. After I got suspended, they was like, "You're right." So basically, we're going to take you up. And I was just a union member at this time. And so Florida one of the Florida prisons had this same case going on.
Mm-hmm.
They wound up taking their case law and then applying it to Yazoo City.
Okay.
And we won thousands of dollars. And because I spoke up, and these same people, some of the same people that, and you had to sign up for this lawsuit too. So like 100 and some people signed up for it.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these same people that signed up for it and got the money, and a lot of them got more money than me. I got $7,000 at the time. And some had $20-some thousand. And
Wow.
these same people didn't even buy me
Wow.
a cheeseburger.
Was it a
Wow.
class action lawsuit?
Yes, sir. It was basically a class. It was a grievance filed, and it was basically a class action. And over 100 some people got thousands of dollars. You know, some maybe got $100 some.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but people got money.
So the
Yeah.
first step is you file a what?
Initial complaint.
Is that a verbal complaint, or is that a form that you fill out? Is that an email?
No, just an email. You can do
email
an
is
email
powerful.
or just file a grievance. You know.
Okay.
But
So that's step number.
that's
step
process
number
number
step
one. Phase one. Okay.
Just make the
What's
initial
next?
complaint.
Okay. What's next?
And so the supervisor is supposed to take action
Mm-hmm.
and let you know what he's going to do. But my supervisors, what they would do is they would just ignore my complaints. And I'm like, wait a minute, this ain't what y'all supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm continuously making complaints, and after that lawsuit, this where all this stuff here. After that lawsuit, we won them thousands of dollars.
You're on
I
the
started-
radar now. You're on the radar.
Yes, sir. I'm on the I got
Radar.
a big target on my back.
Okay.
Not even knowing it.
Okay.
Not even knowing it. I'm up for several promotions.
Hmm.
The first promotion I get, I'm a senior officer at the time, so I'm trying to make senior officer specialist.
You right.
So then I can move up to lieutenant and whatever, move up the ladder. Man, I get bypassed on my first promotion, and I'm like, okay, I'll try again. Second time come around, all right, I get bypassed again. They're giving them to people who ain't even working these supposed to work critical posts, which means posts that you got to have special knowledge on to be the number one guy to run these posts.
Right.
They're giving them to people who ain't even qualified to get this promotion. So after the second time, here I make another complaint.
Okay.
This time I make it to the warden. I go past my first line supervisor. I go straight to the warden.
So is that the second procedure after you make your initial
Yes, sir.
grievance? Okay.
I just go overhead. So it was I went straight to the warden.
Mm-hmm.
I made it known in the email to the warden and to my captain,
Mm-hmm.
and I CC'd the union. I let them know, hey, pretty much everybody at this prison noticed what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know that I'm one of the top guys at this prison, and I know I deserve a promotion. And by y'all not promoting me, it's obvious that y'all are blackballing me. I don't know why. Is it because I speak up during retraining? Or is it because of the lawsuit? I don't know what it is, but it's obvious that y'all are blackballing me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm letting it be known in this email that this next promotion that come up, I need to get it. And do y'all know when I sent that email out, it got ignored.
Yes.
It got ignored. And so it got ignored. I said, okay, that's fine. You ain't got to say nothing. Then promotion come up again. I need to get it. Promotion came back around. I did not get the promotion again. And this time it was a slap in the face because they gave it to two white guys with way less experience.
Their mouths was closed.
Man. And so at that time I said, you know what? Now I got to take the fight to them.
Okay.
This the same time the union was having open elections.
Right.
And so I decided, hey, I'm gonna run for union vice president, even though I don't have no experience at it. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna learn.
Mm-hmm.
I run for union vice president. I was the only one ran unopposed. I had a white guy running against me, but he met me in the parking lot one day as we were leaving. He said, man, he just told me basically, man, everybody love you. You got that voice. I'm gonna buy out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow. And he was he'd been there longer than me, way more intelligent than me.
Says a whole lot.
I know he know the stuff. He bowed out.
Mm.
So I was the only one who ran unopposed. I won. And I get to that later, but I won. And I get to go into these trips out of town, in town, I started learning policy.
Policies.
Oh man, I
So
go
you
to
didn't-
learn
so-
that policy.
So you weren't, and policy was not a part of your weaponry.
Oh no, it's part of nobody's comprehend. Nobody. We just go to work and they burn us
Yes,
out
sir.
because we working 16-hour shifts. You know, 16, 18, 8-hour shifts. You know, we have mandatory shifts where if you come to work and we short staff and it's your term on the list, they'll call you at your desk and it could be like a minute till you check out. So your relief be there. You got to stay. And it's forced. And if you don't stay, they'll write you up.
Wow. So the first thing is making documentation.
Yes, sir.
You submit a form of grievance.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second thing is after the review that you didn't get the feedback that you should have gotten. Is there phase 3? Go ahead. Is there number 3?
The second one is you go up the ladder.
Yo, I went up the ladder.
Went up the ladder.
Went up the ladder, so-
listening with my mouth, not my ears. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
The third one was it learn the policies and procedures?
Yeah, I learned. I went to the training, and I said I started learning the policies and procedures, and I said I see why they used to kill us back in the day. I said that's why they didn't want us to read. That's why they didn't want us to read, learn, and comprehend, because if we did that, we'll destroy them. And as I'm reading these policies, and I'm like, man, they break these policies every day.
They don't let you in the
Again,
vault.
I commend you, you know, because I have an older sister named Patricia. We call her Big Patty because she's like 6'8", 6'9". But she's been working in the correction field since she was 17. She's in her 50s. But back then, when she was trying to get a stripe,
Yes.
she's trying to get a big title,
Right.
Yes.
because she's a female. They didn't give her. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, now she's like a captain with stripes. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But it took many years for her to even get. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Even though she was doing overtime, she was doing the job, she was doing the trainings. You understand what I'm saying? They still was against her because she was a female in a man-operated, dominated situation. You understand what I'm saying? See, because you have a voice, it could be 30 prisoners up in there, but you're the biggest threat because of your voice. You understand what I'm saying? And see, this is why God. See, this is why God stopped talking because it sound like I'm preaching. But this is why God put you in the position that you. He could have put any other black person in there. Nope, he put Fred up in there. You know why he put Fred up in there? Because he knew that you was strong enough to take whatever they throw. You strong enough to wipe it off. Yeah, it's gonna sting a little bit, but you strong enough to wipe that off.
Yes.
Because he got something for you. It's a bigger purpose. You know what I mean? I got taught recently by a very wise woman that you among them, but you're not amongst them. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a difference. That's a big difference.
It's a different aim.
So, Mr. Chambliss, after that, what was the next phase? Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Boyd. Yeah.
So the next phase, I started hitting management with policy.
Oh, did they? So, did they think, wait. Did they think you were going to go away?
Oh, yeah.
But they messed around. Somebody had to sign off on the paperwork for you to do the vice. What were you the?
No, I got elected by the people.
Okay, so you got elected. What in the back's going, oh, shoot.
Well, I didn't hear it, but I'm pretty sure they knew they messed up.
So now you about to go and level up.
Oh, I leveled up big time. And let me tell you where I knew I had them. I learned as a union official, we have this thing called robust, something where basically I can cuss the union, I can cuss and say what I want to management officials without being penalized.
You can express
I
yourself
can
openly.
express myself openly. When I learned that, I said, "Oh, they done messed up."
Yeah. And that's according to the policy procedure. Yes.
And so, when I first time I used it, we was doing a training, a union training, and
Got the right one.
The warden came down and he just wanted to show his face because we had a union guy named Eric Young. He was like called the GOAT.
And you shout out names when you talk, don't
Oh
you?
yeah, I don't care. They know. They know.
So the warden wanted to flex a little bit.
Well, basically, he wanted to come down and just show his face to Eric Young because Eric Young was like the GOAT of the union.
Yes.
And so, and he wanted to just show his face or whatever. So he came down and act like he was all friendly. And I said, I'm finna try this out right now.
You gonna try out a policy and procedure?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So he come down and said, y'all need anything, just let me know, you know. I called bullshit, excuse my language. I called it right there on the spot in front of everybody. I said, man, you come down here with that fake stuff. I said, man, I done sent you several emails. You done sat there and ignored this stuff. You come down with this fake crap. I'm on your, I snapped.
And they could not, is no recourse to that.
Nothing. And so, man, when he couldn't do nothing, Eric Young,
did he turn red?
Oh, he was. This is black
Oh,
warden.
did he turn red?
Oh, yeah, he was. So Eric Young, the union guy, he took him to the side and basically was like, man, they're gonna get you that promotion. They're gonna give you that promotion.
Yes.
So, man, okay, so I said, man, that felt good. They done messed up now. Oh man, so the warden had a secret meeting with me shortly after that. And he was like, man, what's going on, man? Just talk to me. I said, man, you know what's up. Don't play dumb now. You know what's up. He was like, man, I got you, man. I got you. And come back sooner or later, I was supposed to get the promotion that came up, and the government had a freeze. They had a government freeze.
Okay.
I didn't get the promotion. And so I was like, oh, no, it's up now. It's definitely up. And so moving forward, I made several more complaints, management breaking policy. And not only that, I was speaking up for inmates and just speaking up for co-workers. And everything was ignored. I'm talking about completely ignored. They didn't care. And so it got to the point where I was so stressed that I said, man, and I'm filing EEO complaints too. I got to tell y'all that. I'm filing EEO
What's
complaints.
EEO?
Yes,
Equal employment opportunity.
opportunity. Yes, where they basically you filing complaints and they do the investigation. And,
Right.
You know,
They suppose allegedly.
So I'm filing these EEO complaints, and you know, I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna get paid off the EEO complaints, and as I'm filing these EEO complaints, I get the reports back. They get accepted, and I get these investigation reports back. I'm finding out that management is lying in the investigation reports. Now, when you do these investigation reports, you have to sign your name, and it says under the penalty of perjury.
Yes.
That I declare that these statements that I make are true.
True, yes.
And I'm catching all these management officials just lying in the investigation reports. And I'm like, man, ain't no way. Not only are they ignoring me, they're lying in investigation reports under the penalty of perjury. And so then I'm finding out who really was against me in these investigation reports.
Okay.
Which I can call out these officials. The Quantity Lot, Craig Stanley, Shannon Withers, Donya Ivy.
Are they still employed?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Except Derek Wilson. Derek Wilson, I get to him later. I go so hard. I say, man, I need administrative leave because now I'm so stressed out. Y'all doing whatever y'all want to do.
So the administrative leave was another policy and procedure.
Yes, sir. Basically, you can get it. It's up to 10 days, but it has to be approved by upper management. They denied the administrative leave, y'all. And so they tell me you can't get administrative leave, but you can get leave without pay, but it has to be with medical documentation. And so I'm like, man, wait a minute now. Come on. And so now I'm like 2 or 3 months into my union vice president role. And now that I said, okay, I go get medical documentation and they approve leave without pay. And this time, before I go on leave without pay, I get a case thrown on me by a corrupt investigator named Jorge Gerardo, which I knew he was corrupt. You heard the whispers, you saw his actions, which he got later on was found guilty of conducting unauthorized investigations, coercing inmates to make false statements, tampering with evidence, and a host of other things. This man was found guilty. This is an investigator who's supposed to investigate dirty staff and inmates. This man was found guilty later on. After I reported him and he was found guilty later on, this man still got his job. But fast forward, long story short, I get leave without pay.
Okay.
I'm out on leave without pay, and I'm stressed out because I'm losing money, and I'm trying to figure out how can I beat the feds, because I know I got them. I know I got the feds beat.
You weren't intimidated by him?
No, sir. I'm angry. I'm angry. You know, right? You know, I told my mom died. That broke me. I don't fear. And so, and I'm a cool guy. And so when you cross my path, I don't bother nobody. And so when you cross my line, and now it's up, and I got to get you. And so I'm sitting at the house. I'm stressed out. I got a newborn baby, wife on my back because I'm losing money. When you gonna go back to work? And I'm like, man, I got the feds beat. I just don't know how. They ain't listening to the documentation. Something going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like a light bulb went off in my head.
Okay.
It was like God said, look up the Federal Bureau of Prisons.
Okay.
I Googled the Federal Bureau of Prisons and come to find out, man, these folk been corrupt. And not only that, the Jeffrey Epstein case had just come up. In 19, you know, he killed himself allegedly in the prison. But I don't think that's what happened. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the billionaire Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes, sir.
allegedly he killed himself in the prison, and that set off a storm with Congress and senators and everybody running around with their chicken, with like a chicken with their head cut off.
Right.
So now they want to know, how did a famous billionaire kill himself when he's supposed to be on one-on-one observation in a suicide watch?
What's 101 is what now?
Just a staff member. And
One-on-one.
One-on-one.
One-on-one. Okay.
Sometimes you can have an inmate watching them.
Okay.
You know, a good inmate.
Okay.
But you got a billionaire who allegedly kills himself with a sock. The sock that ain't even long enough to hang yourself. And now I'm researching. They doing these Senate hearings, and I'm sitting here. This when I realized this bigger than Nino Brown. I'm listening to the former director, Michael Carvajal, testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee. And they grilling him. I see him take his oath, hand up.
Okay.
And I'm knowing the stuff that he's saying, he's lying under oath. And I said, man, if the director of the Bureau of Prisons is lying under oath, that's where everybody else get it from. It's starting at the top. And so shortly after he runs up out of there after they done grilled him, he retired. I mean, they forced him into retirement, and then I come back after 6 months without pay. I said, now I got something to hold over the feds now. I go and I take my EO investigations and my former past complaints, and I called it conspiracy. First, I filed a hostile working environment. I reported a hostile working environment, and my lieutenant, who was retaliating against me, he gave me a bogus memo to show me that they're going to investigate my hostile working environment.
And you're doing this all on, you have no support, no attorney, no legal team?
Not at the time.
Wow.
Not at the time. And so the lieutenant gives me a memo from Human Resource saying, hey, we are aware that you're reporting hostile working environment. We're going to investigate. And when he gave it to me, it was dated October 8th, 2021. But he gave it to me on October the 19th, 2021. That was a red flag. And I asked him in an email, I said, why are you just not giving me this memo 11 days later from Human Resource? He didn't even respond. So I'm like, oh, man, here you go. Not responding. So now I know this is more conspiracy. So here's it. On October 27, 2021, I filed conspiracy on the feds. And it was on 5 individuals that I filed conspiracy on. And it was a 3-page conspiracy memo that I reported to management, and I sent it up to the director. I CC'd everybody at the prison. I let everybody see the memo. 3-page conspiracy memo. And do you know, the next day, now this is after I done come back after 6 months without pay. I done filed conspiracy. The next day, they called me in for a threat assessment.
Wait. Threat assessment towards you or threat assessment from you?
I thought it was from me. I get in the threat assessment. They slide me the paper. I got my union president and union rep sitting there. I'm the union vice president.
Mm-hmm.
I got a union rep beside me. He slide me the paper. I go to reading it, and it says the threat assessment is towards me.
Wow.
Two of the management officials that I report a conspiracy on have come up with a whole story to say, one of them, the captain, said, I've been bullying him all year. I'm an alcoholic.
You've been hitting him with them emails.
Man.
He can't sleep at night.
He said, I'm basically slandering his name, and he's scared I'm going to show up to his front door. Then the lieutenant who's under him, the lieutenant who's under the captain, he goes and says he saw me following him home one day. And he's afraid that I might do something to his children. He can't even go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm reading this, I snap. And do y'all remember Minister Society where Billy Duke was in there in the interrogation room with Kane? He said, you know you effed up, right? And now, mind y'all, in this threat assessment, I'm being illegally recorded. I don't know if it was illegal, but I didn't even know we was being recorded. We got the human resource manager.
That's supposed to be known, though, isn't it?
I didn't even know I was being recorded.
Gotcha.
But thank God it was being recorded, because I get to that. As I'm exposing this as retaliation, I'm telling y'all, I'm telling them, y'all know this is part of the conspiracy that I just reported the day before, right? Y'all done effed up. I said, I'm finna drop these EEO cases and I'm finna file a civil lawsuit on y'all. I'm about to bust y'all up. And before I can even finish saying that, the human resource manager, Donna Ivy, she tells the head guy, the AW, who's the head chair of the threat assessment committee, shut it down. And I'm like, what is she talking about? Now, mind y'all, I told them I didn't even want her in here because she was one of the people that I was reporting.
Okay.
Right.
They said she had to be in there.
Right.
So she's saying, shut it down. I'm like, what's she talking about? I tell them, hey, because they taking notes. I was like, hey, I want it noted that the human resource manager is shutting the meeting down.
Mm-hmm.
I still got some more I want to say.
Mm.
They shut the meeting down, shut the threat assessment down. I said, oh, it's up. I said, are we finished? Are we done? What we doing? They said, yeah, we done. You can go. So my union rep who was with me, Mr. Ronnie Sims, who sold me out later on, I'll tell y'all about, he was my Judas. After they tell me we was done in the threat assessment, I go to my union office to go file another complaint.
Another one.
So as I'm in my office filing another complaint, because now they didn't committed conspiracy after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my union office. I'm finna kill him. 2 lieutenants come to my office and say, hey, the warden wants to see you.
Okay.
I say, what? What do you want to see me for? He just needs to see you. Man, do you know, they escorted me like a criminal, an inmate to the warden's office. I get to the warden's office.
Mm-hmm.
Warden, he's the acting warden at the time, Derek Wilson. I say, what you need? What's up, man? I'm finna tell y'all, look, what you need me for? He slide me. Now, mind you, I just told you I was denied administrative leave.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said only the attorney general has the power to grant me that much leave at one time. The warden, the acting warden, Derek Wilson, slid me a memo, and it was administrative leave.
Mm.
Effective immediately, you are placed on administrative leave until further notice. And I said, wait a minute. Y'all giving me an administrative leave and y'all just denied? I just lost 6 months of pay and you telling me y'all giving me administrative leave now?
See, Mr. Fred, we don't want America to get all of the movie. We don't want America to get all of the book. Because what you got is a movie and
Several.
a book. And if you don't go
series.
home and pray about this, and if you don't know how to write a manuscript, get AI to help you. If you don't want to get AI to help you, get somebody that you feel is trustworthy that can write manuscripts. They got Film Mississippi. They got different organizations in Mississippi You get somebody that can help you write a manuscript. You got a movie.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got a
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because
sir.
the lady who played Pretty Woman did the true movie about the corruption at the chemical plant in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It was a chemical plant movie. They was doing corruption, but they had the lawyer.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you up here throwing out names allegedly. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff that you hear in America is allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to stop the sponsors or the future investors for this program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Share your story the way you share your story.
Right, but can we talk about this, America? We want to talk about what you brought in. Can we talk about this amazing accomplishment that you got here?
Yes, sir.
Can we talk about this?
Yes, sir. So, and that's where that come in at. So after I got sent home on administrative leave, and they escorted me off the grounds like I was some criminal, I said, "Oh, I got these people now." Oh, they sending me home with pay. And do y'all know that pay? They sent me home with pay for 2 years. For 2 years.
How many years had elapsed from the? Okay, when we're gonna pick back up,
Yes,
how
sir.
many years did you go through that first grievance that you forwarded?
From the lawsuit?
No. The very first when they first started with the hours.
Oh, the hours. Okay,
Is that when you first stepped on stage?
yeah, that was when I first stepped on stage. That was in 2017.
Okay.
2016, but we got the lawsuit in 2017.
Okay. So now it's what year when they're
This is
escorting you out?
2021.
That's 4
October
years.
28, 2021, I was escorted off the grounds of FCC Yazoo City Federal Prison.
So you've been shooting emails. You've been bringing things to their attention
Yes, sir.
for 4 years. Wow.
They tolerated you for 4 years.
They
4 years.
tolerated
They
me
couldn't
for
figure
4
what to do
years.
with this piece on the board. They still trying to figure out how did this man get elected and who in the hell sent him to these policies. What we gonna do with this piece on the board? Hey, y'all just act like it's gonna go away.
Man,
Okay.
and so,
So
yes,
now you walking off the premises.
I'm walking off the
You been
premises.
excuse me. You not allegedly. You are being
I'm
escorted.
being escorted off the prison. Before I left now, I stopped by the union office to let them know, hey, they are
Oh,
telling
the
me
union people are on the
on the
deck?
grounds. Yes,
on
sir.
the grounds?
We got an
Okay.
office right at the front of the institution.
Okay.
And it's connected to the mail room.
Okay.
In one building, one little office building. And so I stopped to let them know, hey, they're letting me go, y'all. They're letting me go home for
And they should have known. Should they have known, or do you have to let them know?
Well, I had a union rep with me, even though I was a union vice president, but you always want to take somebody with you. And so, and remember, it was a union member on the board of the threat assessment. So, yeah, they was going to eventually know.
Okay.
But I just wanted to let them know
You touching
myself.
all the bases.
I'm telling you, yes,
you
sir.
said from the very beginning that documentation got a
It's
life of its
conversation
own.
every day.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I want to let them know, hey, they're putting me on administrative leave, and I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll see y'all. And I'm thinking it was going to be a week,
Right.
2 weeks. Man, that thing turned into 6 months.
You getting a check each month? Y'all get
Yes,
paid 30
sir.
days, every 30 days out
No,
there?
every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Every 2
Every
weeks that thing
deposit.
dropping.
That thing dropping. But at the time, I'm sending emails because I'm knowing it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
You just gave me a documentation to show that I can't get administrative leave this long. And the policy states that no one can be on administrative leave no longer than 10 days. So I'm making it known in emails to everybody. This administrative leave is legal.
It's illegal.
Illegal.
It was so illegal that it felt legal.
Man, it's waste, fraud, and abuse. So at this time,
Fraud and abuse.
Waste, fraud, and
waste,
abuse.
fraud, and abuse. Yes, sir. So I'm looking for an attorney at this time. I'm going therapist, psychologist. Now I got to find an attorney to battle this EEO case and the civil lawsuit that I want to bust their head with. So associate pastor at the church that I was attending that my wife attends, Mr. Willie Abston, he was the attorney at the time.
You never know where people will
Boy,
put
this
your
man
name
called
in
a
a
name,
sentence.
boy.
You got some names.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
That's that documentation.
Oh yeah. And that's
Wow.
why ain't nobody. You won't find nobody speak out
I
against
ain't
me.
seen nobody step up yet.
Ain't nobody because I got it.
Hey, I'm being funny now.
Yeah.
I just saw the video you dropped, and we got to get you back some more because you just got. I just saw the video of you walking behind a public official, a city official.
Oh, the mayor of Pearl.
Normally, when you engage in folk, it's always from the back of their head. They do not want to stop and have a face-to-face conversation with you. Okay.
There you go.
But you know what, Mr. Fred, can I say something?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know why they gave you that administrative leave? So it's called slave bait. So the term is called slave bait.
Yes, sir.
The reason why they gave you that is because when you said in the front of everybody that you about to bust their A, you know what I'm saying, that you got them now. So let me go ahead and slide you this administrative leave. Let me go ahead and pay you every 2 weeks.
You got to move that piece off the board.
Let me go ahead and pay you every 2 weeks. So when you try to take this to court, or when you try to get in front of a judge, they got this on document that you received that check.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Go ahead. You
Look
can
at
woke
this.
him up.
You see this redacted memo in front of me?
Hold it up. Oh, wait.
ahead.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
I forgot about this.
Right. That's what.
This redacted memo in front of me, you see it on our.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Join
I
in.
want to get all of this.
This is my championship belt. This why I can't. That's why the government is scared to speak to me. And I got this document through one of my EEO investigations because I found several EEOs, and the EEO is worthless, but it's good for investigations. And so I utilize it for my benefit.
They get to do the leg work.
They get to do the leg
They get
work.
to work for you.
That's what they did. And once I filed my first EEO complaint, I said, man, these folks actually do investigate. So I utilize it for my advantage. And so if you see this redacted memo right here, and it says on October 27, 2021, the warden became aware, and then it's blacked out. That's the day I filed conspiracy on the feds. And the next day, I was sent home. Even though
with a check. With a check.
And even though they sent me home, even though they covered that redacted memo, they left that date open like some dummies.
They left the date
It's
open.
a date open up on there, on the second line. October 27, 2021, that's the day I filed conspiracy. And so they thought they was outsmarting me by covering this memo up. Because this is detailed. It's not. I don't know what it said, but I'm pretty sure I know what it said. But it's a discussion between the warden and whoever, one of the top officials in the DOJ. Basically, I'm just gonna summarize. Basically, they're planning how to get me out the prison. They done lied and said I'm a threat. So long.
They say when you tell a lie, you got to keep doing what, Coach?
You got to cover it. You got to cover it up.
What you got to do, Mr. Boyd? When you tell a lie, you got to do what?
You gotta make sure nobody else gonna find your truth.
And they got the truth finder. They still walking around with a flashlight.
No, but Mr. Hey, listen. You know what Mr. Fred is, and I'm just being real. The Black Panther in Chicago, when he spoke out, what they do to him, Coach? What
Killed him.
Had to put him to sleep.
Right. So when Martin Luther King Jr. spoke out,
Killed him.
when Malcolm X spoke out,
Killed him.
okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to this, you are like a Martin Luther King Jr. You know what I'm saying? And America, please take note, America. If you're having these similar problems, if you're having these issues, not just in the state of Mississippi, any other state that you're in, if you're having these problems or issues, do not, and I repeat, do not do this by yourself. Contact Mr. Fred. If you're not in the state of Mississippi, contact somebody that's like him.
Contact Mr. Fred.
Contact Mr.
You better stop Mr. Fred just on your documentation.
Contact him. Do not do this alone.
That's right.
Because this is a bigger beast that you're about to fight.
Yeah,
Mr. Fred, have you started any type of consultant, because you have a very defined journey.
Yes, sir.
So,
So that's what I want to get to. I want to create a foundation because I've had, when I tell you the people have been reaching out, I can't even keep up with
only
it all.
black folks.
Oh, white people too. White people too.
Everybody getting some.
Man, that's what I'm trying to show the world, and specifically in Mississippi. It's not just black people they doing this to. It's white people too.
Right. Everybody getting some.
Yeah, everybody getting it. And so I've been using my platform to help the blacks and the whites because it's a bigger beast. It's bigger than Nino Brown. And so, back to what I was saying, while I was sitting at home, I'm letting these folks know every day this is illegal. I'm reporting it. Y'all cannot keep me at home. And they kept me at home, like I said, for 2 years. But on my 1 year anniversary, this when people really start tuning in. On my 1 year anniversary of getting paid administrative leave, I took it upon myself. I said, these folks want to keep playing these games. I'm going to make them come see me now. I went to the Yazoo City Federal Prison, and a lot of people criticized me for this, and I said I shouldn't have took my children out there, but I needed somebody to hold the camera. This is before I bought a tripod. I had hired 2 camera crews to go with me to the federal prison on my 1-year anniversary of getting paid administrative leave.
And you're not getting any coverage from our national.
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
from
nobody.
Our state, our city.
Nope.
They ain't touching that.
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna call them out too.
Okay.
So, my union president at the time, Cindy Price, she just won her case. I didn't even know she was going through arbitration.
Mm-hmm.
She just beat them for $300,000. The same management officials. And so when she won her case, which they appealed it later on, I don't know if she got paid. I heard she ain't got paid yet because they taking her through the long route or whatever. When she won her case and it made WJTV and I saw it, I said, oh, it's over with now. And I said, okay, now it's my turn. I went to Yazoo City Federal Ground and I stood on their sign.
Mm-hmm.
I played my rap music. I played Finesse 2 times. It's cool when they do it. It's cool when they do it. But it's a problem when I do it. I'm dancing on the sign. I got a birthday cake out there for my 1-year anniversary. I'm clowning. My kids out there recording. And I even took a BB gun out there. I'm going to tell you how I took a BB gun out there because I was trying to get media coverage.
Right. You about to get some coverage.
Yeah.
You about to get some coverage.
SWAT, airline, helicopter.
I wanted all the media out there, but they never showed up.
Okay.
But you know who showed up?
Who's that?
Yazoo County Sheriff Department.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody called the Yazoo County Sheriff. Now, mind you, Yazoo Federal Prison work. They didn't come out and bother me.
Mm-hmm.
They was watching. The dude driving the truck, he was just watching. And I'm live, y'all. I'm live on Facebook doing this. Sheriff Department come out there, multiple sheriff departments, and they got me and my kids. I tell my kids, go over there, go over there. I separate myself from them. I say, record. Make sure you record this. I'm laid out on the ground, stressed out. I got my paperwork. I got my badge on my table. I got my table, my cake out there in front of the sign.
Got the cake.
Got the cake. Happy 1-year anniversary. And so they got the guns drawn. Stay down, stay down.
Stop
they yelling.
resisting. Stop resisting.
Yeah, they so they come, they
Get on.
they say, what's going on? I say, man, I'm on I work out here. I'm just exposing corruption. And one of the they got guns on my kids, and they stand us up. They talking to us separately. The police officer talking to my kids without my authority, my consent. So I want to push that issue too.
And how old were your children at the time?
My son was maybe 10. Yeah, he was 10. My daughter at the time, she's 17. She was probably 14, 15 at the time.
So authorities can't speak to children unless consent by the parent.
I thought they supposed to talk
to the
to the
parent.
parent first.
Okay.
So he over there interrogating my children without my consent.
Did you have the gun, the BB gun?
I threw the BB gun.
You already threw it.
I already threw
You
the
got
BB
that
gun.
out the
I already
way.
threw it. When they pulled up, I ain't want no confusion.
Okay, so my question is,
Yes, sir.
I just want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You already got the music playing, you got the cake,
Yes, sir.
you got the
I
police
already
out
did. Yeah.
You already got everything else.
Yes, sir.
So when you had the music, please, for America's sake, did you play Don't Believe the Hype by Chuck D? That's all I want to know. That's all America want to know. Did you play Don't Believe the Hype by Chuck D? That's all.
Nah, little Chuck D was a little bit fun. I'm 42 too, but I didn't listen to Chuck D. I ain't started listening to heavy rap until Master P came. Master P was my
Everybody trying to
guy.
make you say,
Man, that was Ice Cream Man. That man, when he came on, that was my guy right there, Ice Cream Man. But when they came out there, the Yazoo sheriff came out there. They interrogated me, and I'm sitting there yelling on live. Yeah, I told you, I'm snapping. I'm like, I told you, I ain't scared. I told I'm willing to die about this. I'm letting them know I'm going to die about what y'all did to me. I'm letting the feds know on live, I'm going to die. Then I said, let me blow my whistle. I blew my whistle.
Hit that whistle. It's been quiet. Okay.
I think you woke up my ancestors.
And so I blew my whistle, and that's when they put me in handcuffs. They put me in handcuffs and threw me in the back of the cop car, and they still interrogating my children. My children, everybody on live watching. They trying to, everybody calling in. They trying to get my children and wife watching. And the long story short, they let me go. And so
they released you there on the.
Yes, sir. They released me.
Okay. So they didn't take you away.
No, sir.
Okay.
They released me.
They were in a bad situation. They were in a bad boat.
Man,
They hot with the people that called.
Yeah.
Y'all done put us on this board.
They put them on it, and because they wasn't supposed to be out there telling, because I wasn't never expecting them to be out. I wanted to see the Yazoo City federal prison warden and them come out there. Come see me. But they called the sheriff department because I'm pretty sure they didn't document this stuff because it did eventually, it got covered up. And then I'm gonna tell y'all too, I also wanted to, the reason I also did that too, because I wanted them to put a case on me. It was bait.
Baiting them in.
I was baiting them in. I wanted to see where they're gonna put a case on me so I can show another double
jeopardy,
not what's the word I'm looking for? Double standard.
Okay.
Double standard. I wanted to show the double standard again, how they investigate staff, line staff, but management officials don't get investigated. So eventually, when I got sent home, we drive home, everybody, I'm crazy. I'm definitely crazy now. Cause now people mad because I had my kids out there. I put them in that position. You know, I look back on them. Maybe I shouldn't have had them out there, but I'm glad they was out there because that's a documented. And now my kids can see Daddy is a warrior. They saw what Daddy, when I'm dead and gone, they'll never forget that. And so I'm sitting at the house. Do y'all know that was October, right? October 28, 2022, on my 1-year anniversary. I eventually get called in January, towards the end of January, where they sent me a FedEx, said we want you to come in. We got some cases we want to put on you now. I said, oh, I got them. They called me in to the Yazoo City Federal Prison, put some cases on me. And
what does that mean when you say they put some cases on you?
Like basically criminal charges, basically try to get me terminated. You know,
we might be a CA. Well, in our world, some of the places they give us these corrective action plans, but they went straight to a case. They didn't give you something to correct your actions.
No,
they bypassed that. You don't get that.
They put a case on me.
Okay.
And basically, they try to say I was out there illegally and I was threatening management officials, and I ain't threatening nobody.
You just serving cake.
I'm just
you
serving.
got cake.
I'm
cake
just,
and music.
Man,
yeah.
And dude, I told him, man, I said, I told him, I want it known that I was out there blowing my whistle. I'm a government whistleblower, and I was out there because I was trying to report y'all corrupt ass. And I want make sure you document that. Type it up, however you need to do it. And I was desperate too. And I told him I was desperate because y'all kept ignoring me. You're paying me illegal to stay at home. And once he documented all that, I said, now I need a copy.
Okay, so Mr. Fred, how can people, if they want to help, get involved with the fight with you? If they want
Powerful question.
If they want to donate, if they want to give supplies, like helmets, body vests, bulletproof vests,
armored cars,
stuff that bullets fly off of. How can they get involved with you on that? And I want to give you just some encouragement. Yes, you out here, you fighting. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And understand this: nobody likes a powerful black voice.
Right.
Anytime you get too powerful, they will find something to shut you down.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So those little charges they try to put on you because it's intimidation. Them threatening to have your kids taken away from you, intimidation. Them saying that they can shut down your wife's job, intimidation.
Yeah.
See, we want change, but we scared to go face the beast. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
because of what? Intimidation.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, my brother, what we got to do is fight, but we have to fight with intelligence.
Yes, sir.
We cannot fight because they'll take you out of here. And guess what? That corruption still gonna be going on.
Right.
You out of here. We're gonna cry. Your family gonna get a couple of hugs. You know what I'm saying? And that corruption is still be going on. We need you because you're powerful, but we need you to be like the Jews. Have you ever seen the Jew on the front line? No, you never seen the Jew on the front line. Where you see the Jews at?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes in the courtroom. Sir, you are 42. We need you behind the scenes with your voice. You cannot be on the front line no more blowing your whistle, because if they take you out, who you gonna train to blow theirs?
So how can people support your movement? How can they become more engaged? And how can they communicate with you so that you can really get the momentum that you need? You got you've been pushing it, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I commend you. Hold on. I got some people. I brought them in from California. They finally started to show up. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so basically you can follow me on Facebook. It's Fred Chambliss. And I'm on TikTok too. My TikTok is blowing up. I'm under Whistleblower Fred on TikTok. And so basically, and you can send donations to Cash App Frederick Chambliss. But basically, just Facebook is my biggest platform. And I really don't want to be on the front line, but I don't have no choice right now but to, because nobody's helping me except Mr. John C. Barnett, National Civil Rights activist. And
say that name again.
John C. Barnett. He's a national civil rights activist out of North Carolina. And you got the Mike magazine.
You've been posting on Community Strong for Jackson MS.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And so just this grassroots media. I met Coach Judge with Brother Kareem, and just I reached out to the Nation of Islam, the FOI. Man, it's like nobody wants to help me. I reached out to churches, and it's just like nobody wants to help me. I don't know if it's scared, or they in bed with these folks, and I don't know, but I just got to keep pressing on until I can get somebody on the front.
If you could go ahead, Coach.
Have you reached out to NAACP yet?
Oh, man,
you finna get him started.
You brought your card?
I burned my card. Okay. Angela English, who's the ranking
man,
county,
this man dropping names on y'all.
Oh, yeah. The NAACP president, Angela English. And if you can see, go on my Facebook page and find the video. I exposed the Department of Justice in a meeting in their face. I exposed them for trying to bribe me with $300,000 and silencing me. And I was exposing them in a meeting, and Angela English, she chased me around the room. She was helping them.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah. She chased me around the room trying to silence me, and at the time, I wanted to tell her sit down, but I know she was sick at the time, so
She's getting that exercise. She's getting that exercise.
But I wish I would have known now, because she promised us, me and Leon Sears. That's another guy, Mr. Time Out Media.
Hold on, let me see. I don't know. Is that the white guy?
No, this is a black guy in Pearl.
Okay.
He wears a referee shirt too.
Okay.
That's my protege there. He cutting up. He
Call
got
his
Pearl
name out
on lock.
again.
That's my protege. He got Pearl on lock. Mr. Time Out Media.
Who is this guy right here?
Leon Sears. Where?
Right here with the whistle. Is that him? Can you see it?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
That's him. That's Leon Sears.
Yeah.
That's my protege.
You got yours on the front. He got his turned back. He's something else. Shout out to Mr. Leon Sears.
And I drew on to his case because he's going through a similar situation in Pearl because they've retaliated against him. And once you stand alone, these people will bully you and do whatever they want. And now that I've come on the scene and encouraged this man has a platform, and he's grown his platform, and he's, police, and people are reaching out to him. Man, he's exposed Pearl like none other. He has Pearl on lock, and they steady continue to throwing these bogus charges on him, and he's beat 3 already. He's got several more. But I just attached myself to him to give him some muscle.
So you guys are actually sharpening one another.
Yes, sir.
Y'all sharpening one another.
Sir.
Man, ain't nothing like being in a war and you got your guy over there to the left and to the right.
That guy, he keeps me going, man. When we out there fighting, man, he keep me laughing. It makes the job fun. So people might think
I like the way you said this is a job.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a job. It's a purpose, God. And I'm gonna tell you this too, man. I was sitting in the bathroom. I was making rounds, working night shift, and I was making rounds on the inmates. And I went to the bathroom, and I prayed to God in the bathroom. got on my knees and I prayed to God. I said, God, I know I got a bigger I'm thankful for this $80,000 plus salary job, but I got a bigger purpose in life. And I know it. I know it ain't just sitting in this prison. I know I have a bigger calling because I feel it. And shortly after, that's when all this stuff started breaking loose. And they say when you ask God for something, you better be careful.
Yeah.
Listen, I totally agree with you, my brother Fred, because I found my purpose too in the bathroom. So I found my purpose too right there in the bathroom. So.
Yeah, man. So, but man, when all this stuff started happening, man, but I just want people to know that I got everybody by the balls, and
they need to walk gently.
Man, yes, sir. Governor Tate Reeves. I've testified on these people, y'all. I've testified on Governor Tate Reeves, Congressman Benny Thompson, Congressman Michael Guest, Senator Cindy Hyde Smith. Even Roger Wilker, they all know what's going on at that federal prison, but everybody keep turning a blind eye. Now let me tell you what in the case of Benny Thompson, and I was a big advocate for Benny Thompson. I love that guy. I thought he was the guy. And what wound up happening, what made me fall out with him was
before you go there, has he ever reached out to you and had a conversation?
He in the story now. He's in both these stories. Yeah, he in both them stories.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
He's in both those stories.
But the question is, has he ever reached out to you?
Let me tell you what happened. I reached out to him, and his office tells me in email they can't help me because I live in Rankin County.
Wow.
And I'm telling them, how can you not help me when the federal prison is in your district?
Well, he had 28 counties. He's the 2nd district. So he has 28 counties. And Rankin, whatever you said it is, ain't that in the 28 counties?
No, Rankin County is in Michael Guest district.
It's Michael Guest.
It's Michael Guest. So I was like, you're going to send me to the white guy who's been locking people up for years before he became the congressman? I know he ain't going to help me. So y'all forcing me to go see this man who I know ain't going to help me when the federal prison is in your district. And not only that, Congressman Benny Thompson requested an investigation 5 months before I went home on paid leave. He requested an investigation into the federal prison in Yazoo City shortly after my union president won her case. So I'm sitting here like, how can y'all not help me when you already requested an investigation into this prison? They legally got me at home, and you not saying nothing else? That was in 21 when he requested, April of 21. That he requested that investigation.
So you saying Benny Thompson was unable to help you,
His
his office was unable
office.
to move forward with your situation
Because I live in Rankin County.
Because you live where you live. This is why we got to reimagine Mississippi. Okay.
Yes, sir. And so I'm pissed off because now I'm like, I go to Congressman Michael Guest. I go to his office. I did the initial complaint. Oh, we're going to look into it. And at this time, I got a lawyer, too. I got a lawyer at this time.
You got some assistance.
I got some assistance.
Okay.
We're going to look into it. The way he's talking to me, the dude name is Brady Stewart. He works in the office.
There's another name, guys.
Brady Stewart, he's the
About 20 of them.
district director of that office. Brady Stewart. And you could tell by his demeanor, how he looked. He wasn't going to do nothing.
Right. You got a photogenic memory,
Yes,
don't you?
sir. I don't play.
That book about to be powerful. That book about to be powerful.
It's going to be a lot of actors in this movie here.
It's documented in them stories. It's in the front. The Jackson Advocate got it. It's all documented.
Right.
And so they tell me we're going to look into it. A couple of weeks go by, and I'm like, man, I know it don't take this long. I already got my case beat. What is taking this long? And so, let me tell y'all too, I was offered the $300,000 during spring break after I had a deposition March 15th, 2023 in my lawyer's office. The DOJ attorney, James Graves III, he came up there, do a deposition in my lawyer's attorney's office, Jonathan Fairbanks. We did it in his office, and he came up there, thought he was finna wreck shop on me, but I crushed him. Something that was supposed to be...
He didn't do his homework.
Man, he did not.
He came with a coloring book, and you got an iPad.
I was so embarrassed for him. I said, ain't no way somebody that works for the DOJ came up here unprepared. Mm-hmm. And so as he's doing these questionings, I'm finishing his sentences before he can finish.
Wow.
And my attorney was like, "Stop that! Stop doing that!" And I'm like, "Man, they can't stop me.
Cause he the whistleblower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can't stop me." And so, March 15th, 2023, I did the deposition in the lawyer office. Went to Disney World that week.
Hold on,
Came
flag
back.
on the play, sir. Flag on the play. 20 yards offside. Now you doing all of this stuff.
Yes, sir.
You up here writing depositions. You battling DOJ. Sir, how did you throw in Disney World with all this, sir? How did Disney
Because
World?
I'll never forget it, because I'm on Disney World trip with my family, and I'm just thinking about they finna come back with an offer. I know they finna come back with an offer. Because I just embarrassed this man. And I got the transcript. I'm trying to get the video. I want the video so I can release it to the world. So I come back that Monday. The lawyer called me and said, we got an offer on the table. I said, oh, let's go. I'm thinking he finna say about $1 million or something. He said, we got $300,000 on the table. That's what my union president just won. I said, okay, 300,000. Okay, so let's make it happen when I get to come back to work. And he said, unfortunately, no, you can't come back to work. And in order for me to get that money, I had to resign. I had to sign an NDA.
NDA is
Non-disclosure agreement.
okay.
Non-disclosure.
And that means
Shutting him up.
Shut me up. Yeah,
that means that you can't come back and ever
I can't talk.
pull a page out.
Can't talk.
You can't
about
come
it.
on the podcast. You
None of
can't be
that.
outside.
Can't do nothing.
Mm.
And then not only that, now mind you, my black lawyer who I had, Mr. Willie Abson, he put the white attorney on the case, and I was still to this day confused, but I know why. I do know why. He wanted to get it out of his hand because it was too big for
It
him.
was hot.
It was hot.
That thing was hot.
So he gave it to a white attorney. So now I got two attorneys on the case. So
That's 20% a piece, isn't it?
the way they told me, they was gonna get a cut of it.
Okay.
He's gonna get more than a cut, sir.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I gotta resign, sign the NDA, and y'all gonna get a cut of this.
Ain't nothing.
Not only that, I gotta drop my conspiracy charges against the DOJ.
Wow.
So now, mind you, I just signed a 25% contract to increase my pay because we're one of the worst prisons to work at. So I'm making $80,000 plus, and y'all already done paid me to sit at home at that time 1 year plus already. So you're telling me y'all gonna take a big chunk of this $300,000 and I'm gonna be left with what I can make in a year? I said, no deal.
Mm.
I'm not boo-boo the fool.
Right.
And then I thought it too. I said, what I got against you guys, the world got to know what's going on.
Mm.
And when I die, I don't want the good Lord to say, I gave you an assignment
Wow.
and
I
you
gave you an
failed.
assignment.
Now leave before me.
See, America,
I gave you an assignment.
This is so important, America. First of all, this is why education is important. Mr. Fred just broke down why mathematics is so important because we here 300,000 and we from the projects. We like Negro. That 300,000. You know what I'm saying? But he broke down mathematically why his 80,000 a year. They just paying him $80,000 to shut him up. That's all they doing.
Yep. And so the numbers was not adding up. And do you know to this day still people will say, man, you should have took that money.
That's because that's them. That's their perspective and their perception and experience. You done put more than 4 years. They even gave you pain and trauma.
Man,
and,
all that, man.
Yeah.
And what I'm looking at too, I'm trying to have enough money so I can feed my people around me.
You got to continue this movement.
Continue the
You got to
movement.
continue. This ain't the first time this has happened.
Right. And I'm
And
a
it's
big
happening
Malcolm
now.
X. I'm a
It's
big
happening now.
Yes.
It's happening right now.
now.
If somebody's sitting somewhere determining whether or not they're going to take their life, do not take your life.
Yes, sir.
Please reach out. May I?
Yes, sir.
Please
yes, sir.
contact Mr. Fred Chambliss so you can get some of this energy so you'll know you're doing the right thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can get the playbook. Let me ask you this so we can, and you got to come back because
Yes, sir.
we haven't even scratched the surface.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, we have because there's plenty more behind this.
Okay, so this just episode 1
Yes, sir.
with Fred Chambliss, the whistleblower.
Yes, sir.
So what do you have going on right now in the next 24 hours to 7 days? What's on your itinerary right now?
Right now, I got to go to Meridian on Tuesday Me and Mr.
He coming. The tour coming to Meridian.
Yeah,
This your first time?
to Meridian. First time.
Okay. Invitation.
Yeah, invitation.
I was,
a white woman.
I was speaking to someone. They said you showed up at a meeting. Would you hit that whistle? He about to hit the whistle. Hold on. He about to hit the whistle. She said that you showed up, hit the whistle, and she had to do everything to keep from falling out. She said you made her day. You made her moment. Okay, so
Yes,
you got an invitation.
I got an invitation.
You going to Meridian.
I'm going to a board meeting in Meridian. Yes,
This
sir.
is what denomination? What culture is
No,
this?
it's just a board meeting for a white
Now,
lady.
who invited you?
White lady whose
White
husband
lady.
has been assaulted.
A
by
white sister invited you.
Yes, her son, her husband was arrested
Wow.
by the.
She didn't have nobody else to call. She didn't know where to start.
She saw my story. She reached out, and I actually did an interview with her in my law attorney's office the other day. And she's been blowing up, man. People been tuning in. But like I said,
Man, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for not quitting.
Yes, sir.
For quitting.
And so I just covered David Archie's story. Me and David Archie,
Man,
linked
yeah.
up. People telling me to stay away from him.
Isn't it, don't you love when people tell you who you need to stay away from?
Hey, man.
So you need to go to.
That's who you're going to.
And so I just want to follow corruption, man. That's my
Ooh,
passion.
they done messed up.
I want
Corruption
the
killer. The
I-
corruption
yes,
killer.
Yes, sir. I want the governor.
Okay.
I want the governor. I want Congressman Michael Guest. He just took a picture with John Horn. It kind of pissed me off because how he sitting here talking about he gonna help John Horn when he can't even help his own constituent.
Wow. And you in his.
I'm in his district.
Okay.
I don't want to call out Senator Howard Smith before I go. I got documentation. This is deep now. I got
Is this
documentation.
so should we say this is a disclaimer?
It's not a lady.
Not from you.
Go ahead.
What's our disclaimer, Coach?
All the views that you're saying are your views only,
Only,
not
yeah.
the views of Community Sponsors Action MS.
Yes. Let me say this before we sign out.
Yes.
I love
Michael
y'all.
Guest, I went to Michael Guest. Michael Guest waited, his office waited until I was terminated. I went to his office in May.
May of what now?
May of
what?
23.
Okay.
And his office didn't take action until I was terminated in September.
They looking at the
took action-
timeline, the calendar.
They took action in October of 23 before they actually sent out an inquiry to the DOJ, Christian Clark, who prosecuted the Rankin County Goon Squad. They sent out an inquiry to the director of the Bureau of Prisons, basically letting them know, hey, Mr. Chambliss has several cases come to us. He has several cases that are pending. They need investigation.
Several cases, not
Yes.
one.
Yes. What can we do? What's going on? We need to know what's going on. Do y'all know they didn't respond to Michael Guest's office? Christian Clark, who prosecuted the Goon
The
Squad,
Goon Squad. Mm-hmm.
who no longer has a job. The director of the Bureau of Prison, that white lady that's on the front of that picture on my news article, that's Colette Peters.
Let me pull her up.
She,
I got it, Coach.
I
Hold
reported
on.
her for lying under oath, but yes, that white lady
Hold on,
right there.
Let me. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Hold that thought. Let me show you. I've been working. I wanted. All right. Point out. Okay. Who now? Right here.
That white lady right there. That's the director of the Bureau of Prisons.
She still got a job.
No,
or?
she's gone. The first day Trump got in office, they said he fired her or she resigned. Nobody knows. But you have a new director in now, Mr. William Marshall, who this guy just responded to my email the other day. Somebody finally responded to my email. He said he's going to look into my case, but long story short, the director and Christian Clark never responded to Michael Guest's office. And they said since they didn't respond, there was nothing else they can do. So I was like, are you kidding me right now? So y'all just going to cover up. So you mean to tell me a congressman, they don't have to respond to a congressman in office? And they was like, there's nothing else we can do. So I took it upon myself. I go to Senator Cindy Hyde Smith's office.
You ain't got no problem going anywhere.
I
do
don't
you?
care where I'm going.
You going?
You're going to get this. You're going to get this work. And I'm going to tie you into this conspiracy too.
Wow.
And I got it. That's why I know my rights. And so
Show that one more time. It's already published.
yes, sir. This they book. This they stuff. And so and then I want to tell y'all this too before we get Mr. Britton Mosley.
Okay.
He exposed the Mississippi Department of Corrections in the early 90s.
That's them you spoke on the front end.
Yes, sir. He saw my story and reached out and gave me the game plan. That's why I go so hard, because he told me in these books, and basically told, they're going to cover you up. And their whole game plan is to financially drain you, mentally wear you down, and continuously cover you up until you get drowned out.
Now, what color is that gentleman there? Not
He's
the color
black.
head.
He's black.
Black guy.
Black.
Okay.
70, he just turned 76, 77.
He's been through the program.
Yeah, he's still trying to get justice. I'm trying to help him get justice, because these officials that people look up to, and some of them are dead now, they covered up his story. The same thing they did to him is what they're trying to do to me. Not only that, I had a press conference in front of the federal courthouse a week before I was terminated. No, the same week I was terminated. The same week that story, my first story came out with the Jackson Advocate newspaper, my press conference in front of the federal courthouse was covered up. WJTV and WAPT was out there in front of the federal courthouse.
Is that it right there?
No, that's it. That's just me in front of the FBI building.
Oh man,
But,
you done took.
Hey, yeah, the
You throwing
FBI.
parties at the FBI building?
Yeah. The FBI won't even speak to me. They scared to speak to me. So they covered up my press conference. They've covered up several times I've been in front of the camera. But I'm trying to get justice for Mr. Britton Mosley, because if they would have stopped it back then, they probably
true.
wouldn't have done it to me.
That's true.
Right.
But that's not in how they work. That's their whole game plan. But long story short, I'm just trying to expose this corruption. I want everybody who looked at my case and turned a blind eye, even to the federal judges. Because the federal judge that was on my case, Mr. Henry Wingate, I know he was just in the news. They said he was making false statements in a document. They said he was probably using ChatGPT. He was putting people's names in the document that weren't even involved in the case. So he had to go in, redact his motion, fix the motion, and he backdated it. And now the Attorney General, Lynn Finches, and her people are trying to, how was the judge allowed to do this? And so now, man, we can do a part 2, man. But
Yeah, we're gonna do a part 2.
yes, sir, man. It's just so many people who know about what I got going
Right.
on.
Well,
and I want to talk about the union too in part 2. The union president, who's my Judas, Ronnie Sims. I had an arbitration hearing where they made me, where I was supposed to come in and testify to get my job and my back pay and all that. They said I was a threat. They thought I was going to bring guns to the prison, so they made me testify
Man, they just
from home.
what they call the term gaslighting.
They gaslighted the arbitrator, and I think he was part of it too. He knew they already had it laid out. They didn't want me to come back. They didn't want me to win. They wanted me. I had to testify from home, and
they
I
don't
had
want
to
you
hear the
nowhere near
warden.
Yazoo County.
Man,
We
I
don't
had to
even need you in
testify
the
from
county.
home.
Zoom meeting.
Zoom, that's what it was. It was a Zoom.
Hey, we need you outside the country on a Zoom.
I learned so much from that arbitration hearing. The warden who at the time, who's now been promoted after he terminated me, he's a regional director who wrongfully terminated me. He testified on my union president who was representing me in my arbitration hearing. And not only that, this man sat there and lied on the oath, and he told them, because I was secretly recording my arbitration hearing. We come back from break. The Attorney General, Catherine Saraville, however you say her name, who was doing the case, she looked and said, are you recording this arbitration? Are you recording right now? I said, yes, I am. I said, I'm recording for my protection. I'm recording because I don't trust y'all. This cover-up is deep, and y'all already offered me $300,000. So I don't know who to
I
trust
love the way
anymore.
you keep reiterating and revisiting the facts.
Yes, sir.
The
I don't
truth.
trust nobody right now, so I'm recording for my protection. And she said, but are you recording? I said, yes, I am. She asked the arbitrator, can you tell him to stop recording? And he told me to stop recording. And do you know, I stopped recording. I said, I told her, I said, now, I told y'all she knew. I said, you just told on yourself. I said, how you know I was recording? Because y'all in the training building. You came from Washington, D.C. Who you know, and I already know they had been watching me on Facebook, but how did she know I was recording that arbitration hearing at that time, at that moment? And I found out later on, it was the union president sitting right there in the room who was supposed to be working for me.
Didn't hit a text message or something?
They was out there watching my live on the break. They was standing around his phone on his social media, on his fake social media account.
You hitting them in it. You slugging.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's pitching.
Yeah.
And slugging.
Man. They out there watching his fake Facebook account that he just testified under. He didn't have no Facebook account. I don't know why he lied on the oath about this, but that's why I was like, oh, wait a minute. Not only did the regional director testify on him, he lied on the oath. Union President Ronnie Sims lied on the oath. And he's sitting here telling these folks I'm recording. And not only that, he didn't even, we weren't even supposed to have made it that far. When I first testified, I started waving this redacted memo right here.
Mm-hmm.
I was waving it to him. That was my key to him. Man, present this to the arbitrator. This is my whole case.
Right.
Oh, when we get to that, we'll present it. They never presented this they never presented this. It was never presented, and the arbitrator ruled against me months. That was October 29th, October 30th.
Wow.
Last year, 2024. I had a 2-day hearing, and the arbitrator came back in April and ruled against me. And his decision was so corrupt. It was so corrupt. And not only that, the union president filed a cease and we'll talk. It's so much to tell y'all, man.
Wow.
I got so many bombs to drop.
Okay, so listen, when we do part 2, your homework is to start on your manuscript for your book. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave this conversation and don't be a lesson for somebody else. Yes, you're still going to be on the front line, but we have to teach the next kings and queens what to do and what not to do. You have the experience. You've been dropping names, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? But now, instead of helping somebody else with their book, you need to be helping yourself with yours.
Yes, sir.
Powerful. Community, connections, conversations. Mr. Board, anything you want to close out to our listening, viewing audience? And and before you do that, Mr. Chambliss, you are a serious superhero, brother. You've got about almost 500 folks who done tapped in and tuned in. We're going to give a shout out to Mike Magazine, Joe De La Rosa.
Oh, yeah.
Intuitive Thought.
Oh, yeah.
He got all kind of high fives. K-Bell.
Oh, yeah, they're my big supporters. Yeah.
Katina Washington.
She's a whistleblower, too. You need to get her on.
Okay, Miss Washington, you got 601-937-5671. Please be sure to send me your contact information, and hopefully we can get you in so you can host her as well as Mr. Leon Sears. I saw one time when you had Leon Sears, y'all wanted to make sure that wasn't a football player.
No, they got them confused. Yeah.
Hey, that was tearing up the internet. Yeah. We just want to thank you all. Also, we want to thank those who have connected through Community Strong for Jackson MS. Once again, you can think crazy is crazy until it happens to you.
That's right.
Till you get tapped in. And, brother, I just want to, Coach, go ahead. What you got, Coach? Give me something, Give me something, Coach.
Very, very shortly. I just want to briefly, it's a journey. I've been on this journey with you since 2023.
Yes, sir.
And we was working on the Goon Squad case.
Yes, sir.
And so you have evolved from that time. And also, your perspective about your family is very important to me. Family's first. And I want to just commend you for just making sure you keep it together with your family because it's not easy.
It's not.
But at the same time, the more you have support from others who have been through what you've been through, you can be able to have some reprieve. It's gonna get better, but you can't. Your voice has to be heard. Your voice and your choice got to be heard.
Yes, sir.
And only person who can silence you is you.
Yes, sir.
So I want to commend you on your journey, and we look forward to the next chapter of your life.
Yes, sir.
And we want to be Community Strong for Jackson MS. Is here to support you. Please use the channel, connect with us, whatever we can do to make sure that your story gets told your way.
Yes, sir.
And once again, people, don't get caught up in listening to other folks that's caught up and preventing you from getting the message. This gentleman sitting here with a story of, I'm going to use a word, and then I'm going to let my other two hosts give a word. I'm going to say resilience.
Oh, you got my word.
You got another one. You got plenty. You want that one?
Resourcefulness.
Okay. What about you, Brother Boyd?
He's a phoenix. He's a walking phoenix.
Phoenix, resourceful, resilient. And this man ain't blame nobody for not helping. He ain't shaming nobody for not helping. He's taking notes. He stresses the word.
He is shouting out people who not helping.
Hey, he is real deep now. He's real deep. If you don't catch anything else, catch the very front end after the first 10 minutes about documenting and shooting them emails, because it does work. I've had people to pull stunts on me, and I thought we had handled it.
Yes.
You talk to me the way you want to talk to me. Mm-hmm. I just kind of volleyed it back.
Right.
And darn if I didn't get reprimanded because I didn't fire off an email. So what I do now is, as soon as that heat come in, and I know you done crossed the line in your conversation, I'm firing off an email.
Yes, sir.
I'm letting y'all know I'm firing off an email.
Yes, sir.
So please document. Know what that handbook is vital.
It is. Yep.
They created it. They may not follow it, but they did create it.
That's why they wanted to kill us. That's why they didn't want us to read and comprehend, y'all.
Right. It's not a. I think we've moved past everybody getting some of this pie.
Yes, sir.
You got a lady in Meridian that's having some difficulties, and she has reached out to someone that's already going through it. Yeah, and brother, I just appreciate you being a pillar and a post.
Yes, sir.
For not only yourself, your family, and those that are connecting to you.
Yes, sir.
Because we all need somebody that knows where we're going and where we need to be.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anything you want to say to us before we get
about
about
it
it for
give
the
a
day?
shout out to the Mike Magazine, Mr. John C. Barnett, Time Out Media. That's my foundation right there. Those people have encouraged me to keep fighting and keep doing what I'm doing. Mike Magazine helped me. She motivated me to turn my story into a news. I like to do the news now.
Right.
So, but
you're doing a well job of it too.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love to report the news, man, the corruption. But I just want to if Governor Tate Reeves watching this, I'm gonna keep. I've met him.
Okay.
I've met him, and he's scared of me.
Okay.
They all scared because they know I know the truth. I'm a free black man.
Okay.
I didn't take the bait because I want to free my people.
Right.
And not just my people, but white people too. I want
people
in general.
People that's being kicked down, kicked on, kicked around.
And I want to send a special shout out to my haters.
To your what now? We loving on them. You gonna send us love?
Oh man,
keep hating.
I keep hating. Keep hating because the hate. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna be sitting on this couch. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna be on the front page of the Jackson Advocate. You didn't think I'd be in front of the news camera. Just keep hating, man. Shout out to the people at the prison that support me. I ain't gonna say no names because they don't want them associated with me, but they know who they are. Shout out to my wife and my children, my family, my extended family. Man, I'm gonna keep y'all pray for me, and if any church out there listening, any foundation that wants to help support, because I need all the help I can get exposing this Mississippi corruption, just please reach out to me because I need I don't want to be begging for no money, but money definitely helps this fight because I have a lot of cases. I need some assistance. I need cameraman. I need it all because I can burn down Mississippi. That's one of my slogans, Mississippi burning. I definitely want to burn Mississippi down and make it anew. I want to make it, and I want to help Chokwe Lumumba. What they did to him, I can't speak for Jody Owens, but what they did to Chokwe, it's the same thing they did to me. And I've reached out to him several times, and I want to stand by that brother. I want to sit in his court hearing because they came after him. They came after him. They set a trap for him. That was entrapment. And so my fight is, if the DOJ, FBI, they want to play them games, I'm going to play them with you. And they know I'm dead serious. I can't stand them. I ain't going to let them do nobody else. Like, long as I can breathe, they better come see me and come straighten this out because I'm going to fight with every inch of my body to burn them down.
Okay, see, what y'all been listening to is a powerful leader, a powerful community activist, a powerful, strong man that's not scared to get his hands dirty or anything else. But, you know what I'm saying? We thank you for being on here. And, Coach, what is the disclaimer for Jackson Community Strong?
The views of the Community Strong for Jackson's MS. This is not our opinions. This is not our perspectives. But we support the community in any way we can. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Your perspective.
Definitely shout out to Mike Magazine, man. That's a hard-working woman.
Yes.
Oh, you know Mike?
I know.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
of
I know,
Mike.
okay,
She's a
okay.
hard-working
Yeah,
woman.
we know.
yeah,
If you don't mind, Coach, give us a little something to calm to keep us still in the midst of the battle.
I just want this one little statement I want to make, a very brief statement. Intelligence over emotions, I over E equals we. Your haters motivate you.
Yes, sir.
But you understand that I over E is we. Intelligence. You got to use your intelligence over your emotions, and that's what you've been doing. It's up at one more notch, but you're getting support from people coming around, because we have to operate on this principle of collective work and responsibility, pulling all together our resources, pulling together our minds, so we can be able to defeat the big giants. We can't defeat the big giants if we're not taking little bites. And these are what you're doing. You're taking little bites, and these little bites are going to give you strength and might so you can endure. He that endure to the end has to have power, strength, and energy. But you got to use your intelligence over your emotions, so you won't get so distracted when hard times hit you, especially when it comes to your family.
Yes, sir.
Family means fear among many. That's what you are.
Yes, sir.
So when I say, what's up, fam? You already know it's mean your thing.
Yes, sir.
What's up, fam?
Yes,
Fear
sir.
among many.
Yes, sir.
It's not there going to be many people can go out and do what you're doing, because that was not their assignment. Your assignment is to go out there and be the crusader and be the whistleblower. And my assignment may be something different. But if all of us stay in our lane, we'll have less pain.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's going on right now. Community Strong for Jackson MS, we support you 100% because we know that you're doing what we do. We just do it a little different.
Yes, sir.
So stay on the front line, and the more you stay on the front line, you get other people to stay on the front line, it will protect you and guard it, because it's power in numbers.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we're doing. Emotions over intelligence, I over E equals we.
Sir.
Once again, how can they follow you, Mr. Chambliss?
Follow me on
Whistleblower.
Facebook on Fred Chambliss, and TikTok Whistleblower Fred.
Okay, is there you got a Google Voice number or anything like that? We need to get you a Google Voice. Don't need your real number. Okay, we won't work on a Google Voice.
We'll get that.
Hit that whistle for me
Yes,
one
sir,
more
Yes,
time.
sir,
Where
yes,
that
sir.
whistle
We'll
at?
get that Google Voice. That's it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Every now and then someone comes along and shows us who we are and what we might become. It's a matter of being in the right place at the right time, but it does not happen for everyone. Fred Chambliss, the
sir.
whistleblower, thank you so much for being
Thank
our
you. Thank you.
everyone. And we'll get you back after the new year for part 2.
Yes, sir.
So you write it out so we'll know which way we need to go. You got so much, brother. So much, and you holding up, and you got a story that needs to be shared, and people need to listen. Put the top lip on the bottom lip. That'll open up your ears.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Stop. We
sir.
need to stop
Yes, sir.
talking so much. All right, we're gonna close out Community Connections conversation. Got 3 businesses coming in on Thursday night at 7 p.m. I look forward to you coming back and hosting the other 2 whistleblowers. So that means that you'll move to the host position
Yes, sir.
and stick them on the couch. We can do them one at a time. We can do them both at the same time. I'm gonna let you
sir.
set that up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Either Thursday night or either a Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's your homework besides what Global
Yes, sir.
gave you. He done
Yeah,
gave you a
yes, sir.
bunch. All right.
Yeah, he
Here we
did.
go. We're going to close out on Byron Broomfield.
Yes.
Snow with no W.
Bop your head.
Southern moving style.
Yes, sir.
I think I said that right. It's been a long time. But anyway, here we go.
Hey, 601. Unity, love, and peace. Get peace. Love. Put the unity strong. Hey, everybody. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, we got something to say. Listen. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, we got something to say. Hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one, community strong. Welcome to the show. We about to drop some knowledge to Mr. Howard Sanders with the brother Coach Body. Heroes, conversation about the real. They try to keep it clean, but they express how you feel. Not feel about no hatred or no hate. We all in the same gang, gonna change a better day. The profit of the truth. And this is POT. No price that don't acknowledge. You can get it for the free. Reach one, teach one, the old and the young. We got it by the spirits with the power.
I want to thank you all so much for taking time out of your morning to connect. Please be sure to catch the recap on Community Strong for Jackson MS 601-937-5671. Share your story the way you want to share your story. We're going to get a picture, guys.
Daily garbage gossip.
Thank you all so much for being connected.
Hey, we got something to say. Listen, hey, better get off the couch. Reach one, teach one.
Mr. Boyd, you behaved.
Hey,
Mr. Boyd, you behaved. You did really well. Community Strong, Fort Jackson, MS. Wouldn't be an I without a you. Wouldn't be us without we.